Rule number 87. The tense of the infinitive in an indirect statement reflects its time relative to the main verb. In our last rule, number 86, we explored the topic of indirect statement, namely that when we are relating an action indirectly, one that is told to us, we use a subject accusative plus an infinitive. So if our direct statement is cado, I am falling, and let's put that in quotes, inquit cado, he says, quote, I am falling. To relay that indirectly without the quotation marks, we would say, dicit se cadere. He says that he is falling. Se is our accusative subject. As I say is the same as the subject. It reflects back to the third person subjective dicit. And our action is relayed by the infinitive cadere. And let's spend some time talking about this infinitive a bit more. Note that we lose some specificity in the verb with this construction. A conjugated verb will change its ending when its subject changes, but we can change subject without impacting the indirect statement verb at all. Dicit me cadere, dicit te cadere, even in the plural, dicit eos cadere. In addition, we have only 3 tenses for the Latin infinitive, but 6 for a regular conjugated verb form. So we have to condense our tenses into simply time periods, the present, the past, and the future. But let's not quite think of them as time periods as much as relative time. We use the present infinitive to show a same time action, a perfect infinitive to show a completed action, and the Latin word perfectus does mean completed, and a future infinitive as an action that has yet to happen, and the Latin futurus means going to be. So when we change tenses of our infinitive in indirect statement, the time of the action is going to depend on or anchor in with the tense of our head verb. Let me explain with our basic sentence from before. Dicit se cadere. He says that he is falling. Our present tense cadere shows an action happening at the same time as our main verb dicit. But if we change cadere to the perfect cecidisse, now the falling happened prior to talking about it. He says that he did fall, or has fallen, or fell. And if we change then our infinitive to the future casurum, now the action hasn't happened yet. He says that he is going to fall, or will fall. This idea of the action either concurrently happening, having already happened, or going to happen, carries with it even when we change the tense of our main verb. Scivi me incredibilem rem pollicere. I knew that I was promising an incredible thing, and don't forget that our infinitive here is deponent, so this passive present form has an active English meaning. And we get the sense that I knew what I was doing when I was doing it. But nos rati sumus hostes ab isse, we believed that the enemy had left, to paraphrase Virgil in the Trojans on the beach. The departure of the Greeks happened prior to its discovery by the Trojans, and so our indirect statement uses the perfect tense. And also, neque homines temperaturos ab injuria existimabant, nor was he thinking that the people would refrain from violence. Here the violence hasn't happened yet, and so we use the future infinitive temperaturos, even with our main verb existimabat itself in the imperfect tense. And at the beginning of this video, I talked about how we lose information when we operate an indirect statement. Typically, there are 3 tenses that operate in past time, the imperfect, perfect, and pluperfect. All of these tenses go into indirect statement with just the perfect infinitive. So let's go back to our simple original example of falling. The indirect statement dicit se cecidisse actually represents 3 different direct statements. He says, I was falling, inquit cadebam, the imperfect. He says, I have fallen, or I fell, inquit cecidi, the perfect. And even with the pluperfect, he says, I had fallen, cecideram. There's room for interpretation with the perfect infinitive, just as we often do with other parts of Latin. Also, the present infinitive posse is often used with a future sense. Caesar, when talking about the conspiracy of Orgetorix, writes, Totius Galliae se potiri posse sperant. They hope that they will be able to gain control of all of Gaul. Even in English, if we swap out will be able with just are able, we can still get the sense of the future with this conspiracy. And I hope that you are able to understand this rule, if not now, then sometime in the future. Rule number 87, the tense of the infinitive in an indirect statement reflects its time relative to the main verb.